Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Here's to a fair fight. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The low kick connects. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Whoa, hold on. The move whiffs and they get nailed with the punish counter. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Was looking for that jump attack. Decides to meet them in the air. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Life lead opens up. Player 2 chases them down. Still slugging it out at this range. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. You want to avoid blocking a drive impact near the corner, because it'll result in a big wall splat even on block.
Interdictions! Nothing's gonna save them now! Say goodbye to that fight bar!
A quick breather, experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Connects with medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Doing some quick planning? Burnout activates. Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Side switch in the corner. Both fighters planning something? Meets them air to air. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Going on for the critical arm.
This is our destiny.
Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical arm to do the cash money damage they need. Will they go all in? Drops them. That was the highest I've ever seen. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. From low heavy to smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Adds a bit of OD spike. Uses the target combo as a filler. Meets them air to air. Good judgment there.
Totsugeki to the face!
Fools them and locks them in embrace. What now? Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Both avoiding the wall like a perfect execution with the anti-air. Great job in escaping that. Turns out, both fighters' drive gauges might be burned out, but the fires, no way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. They're recovered. The jump hits the drive. Yo, Capod's nothing but air. Jump denies the jump in. What? What a sick punish counter. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Jump reads the jump in perfectly. Hits him with a stop and bop. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Misfire with the drive impact. Taking stock. Reads them. Did well to get the buff in there. Alright, what's coming up next? Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Gets the jump in. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge uses the gauge for a super arc.
It's the level 1!
In there! Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Scrapping it out, looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They are not playing around here. Drink level maxed out. This party's getting crazy. Player 2 is in a pretty good brushes that off and keeps going. Superb reactions on display. Doing some quick planning, experiencing burnout. What a reaction to go air to air. Medium kick hits.
Were they baiting them into that? They must have a team. Comes off the tank and scores the win.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Feeling a real buzz. Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Happy hour.
Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm.
All in with a rush.
A jump in, rushes that off and keeps going. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Their drive gauges are full. This means Leslie burns out. Player 1 breaks it. And they burn out in sync. What are they gonna do?
Feeling a real buzz.
This is gonna hurt.
Happy hour.
Somehow manages to block the jump in. Jumps. Low heavy. I can't believe it.
Take that guard away. He's maxed out.
Player 2 can't let this simmer.
No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSFW.
Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
It is over.
You bastard!
Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Player 1 has the life lead. Okay, creating some space here. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Takes a trip. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts to create space to start. Did well to get the buff in there. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there to go for the air to air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Jumps in. A parry? Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Checks with a medium kick. Pops them hard. Experiencing burnout. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Crowns them from above. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Big time whip. There's a drive impact.
Player catches out the cage right there.
This is our destiny.
Still alive? Still alive?
Let's go.
That was the highest if I've ever seen.
You bastard!
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Well-timed command throw there. Gets a chance with that jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Big counter. All right. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. That drive impact is blocked. Decides to meet them in the air. Nice drive impact sends them connecting to Heaven's Wi-Fi. Good sense to let it rip. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Pre-glove was looking for that jump attack. Flashes them. Jumps. Jumps in. Sure you can? Both fighters planning something? Jumps up, brushes that off and keeps going. How will they manage their drop? Sets up with the jump in. A quick breather. Looking, the low kick hits. Closing moments of the match. Throws them. Player 1 has the big time whip. Somehow, what a finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in, hits the drive. Final round. Who will the... Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Off the fence finds the target. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Here comes a big low heavy, but no go. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. How's this? Closes in. How's this? How's this? Didn't run. Player 1 is on the brink of disaster. There's a burnout. The trickle up skews. No! This great they are done! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. There's an overdrive on. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? What are they thinking here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Decides to meet them in the air. Sticks the jump in. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. Reads them. Grabs them with the embrace. Parries to cancel the fireball. Player 2 creates a good, finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Can't take the throw. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with, brushes that off and keeps going. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Side switch in the corner. What'll happen? The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. From up above. Saw that low heavy coming. Sees them coming in, grabs them in the air. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Have the radar up and running. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Impact's a no-go. Got their eye on the air. Quick dashing.
Were they baiting them into that?
Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Player 2 with Burnout comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance.
Very good.
Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Hits them with a stop and pop. Jumps in.
Extra spicy short you connect.
Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Good judgment there. Jumps. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them?
There's nowhere to run. Charges in to get hands on them for the interdiction.
Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it?
What'll happen here?
Hits them with a stop and pop. Jumps reads the jumping perfectly. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Put the fear of God in them.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? All the throw connects.
Crowns them from above.
Brush that off and keep going.
More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Spend it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
The super connects. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on things.
Over in a flash.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let's get this mission started. An honor, to be sure.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to beat up the jump? Anticipate the overhead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Goes for the command grab. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough. Nice read! Denies them with a somersault kick. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Holds out with the block. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 2 has the meter lead. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Gets the somersault kick, stops them cold. Player 2, what's this? What's gonna happen? This is gonna be bad news. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Knocks them out of the air. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. That's gonna leave him rattled. Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Player drives and back misses. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Boom! Chucks a fireball to continue their hold over their goal. Fools them and locks them in embrace. Okay, here we go. Flatlines them. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. From up above. No good up high. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Ooh, will they hit? Whiff? Or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive here. All right, what's coming up next? The jump in catches them. Goes for the super arm? KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Picks the air throw. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2, burnout activates. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Player 2 will drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Going in, still slugging it out at big time whip. Player 1 holding on to that corner. This can lead to some big damage. Reverse spin kick? Player, this is gonna hurt. Here comes the can this drive bring them back? Can they close this round without flatlines on? Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Deftly shuts out the jump in. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. Parries the attack and spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 chases him down. Sticks the combo. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Taking stock. But going on the offensive? This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 2 will have to fight back here without experiencing burnout. Either fight. Ooh, double KO. You don't see that every day.
Fight round. Fight.
Butt smash. Jump and whiffs. They're wide open. Blocks it. Uses their drive game. On a razor's edge. What are they plotting now? Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. This might be a pivotal super art. Wall splat into the guard break. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Drops them. The low kick hits. Drops them from the air. Goes to the air. Player 2. No! This is great. What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sets up with the jump in. Free glove. Jumps. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Avoid getting cornered. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Knockdown. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Feeling out the spacing. Reads them. Taking stock. Spirits are lifted. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Sees it coming and blocks it out. Knockdown and... Oh God, this is tense. Player 2 chases them down. Experiencing KO. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Anything off the smash? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Jumps in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Ups the damage, ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Interdiction. Nothing's gonna save them now. Say goodbye to that life bar. What'll happen here? Experiencing burnout. Player 2 is not in a good place health-wise, but with a super art in play, it's still not over. This is gonna hurt. Sets up with the jump in. While critical. What's gonna happen? In there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Care to hear how this ends? In ruin. Here. Break through.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The jump in is denied. What are they thinking here? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Throws them to negate the block. No life left. They gotta mind the drive difference too. Player 1 sneaks in the throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps in. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Steals back a chance. Goes with the safe stuff with that springs forward with the drive rush. Uses the gauge for a super. There's nowhere to run. Charges need to get hands on them for the interdiction. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Knockdown and the fighters return to the middle of the stage. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. Take that sword away. He fools them and locks them in embrace. Okay, what a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Clutch anti-air. Player 1, but this can lead to some big damage. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Cross that off! Yes, sir. More damage, please. Finds the target. Burns out. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Here's to a fair fight.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Fires off an overdrive bar. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They break things off to take a quick breather. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Oh, burnout on both sides? Time's the only thing moving here. Taking stock. Let's off a projectile to waste time. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Both players all out of drive gauge. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both fighters planning something? Grabs them with the embrace. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Go, this is gonna hurt. It's a good spot to use the super. It's the interdiction. They've been waiting for this. This could change everything. Breaker. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Punish counter sets the tape, flatline zone. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
First Blood Arcade. Battle Royal. Get in there! Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. Low kicks are a no-go. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. In a dire situation, get some. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. That's the jump in they were looking for. All right, what's coming up next? Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player 1 springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner looking to impress with this super. Is this gonna kill? Both fighters are KO. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Oh, whiffs the throw.
Here.
Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The super armor does its job. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. surprises them with a drive rush. Strings it all together. Reads them. All right, Burnout activates. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive game, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. They need to rely on their instincts here. KO! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. From low heavy to... Are we going to see some fireworks here? Jumps in. Impacts a no-go. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Going in. Torbalan. Jumps up. Hits up the counter. This is going to opt for the critical art.
Meaningless efforts.
Gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Dealing a nice chunk, knocked them out of the air. Noticeable life lead. Is the comeback still possible? Oh, here we go. Crowns them from above. Can they use their resources wisely to pick up the win here? Flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Low heavy, but no go. Blocks it. Superb reactions on this. Brushes that off and keeps going. Hits the drive. Player 2, stone cold and break. You can't block those. What are they gonna do? Jumps. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They knew the throw was coming. Drops them from the air. Player 4, super hard incoming. What were they thinking? A jump in? Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Crowns them from above. Oh, putting the cherry on top.
To hear how this
Will this be enough to kill?
in ruin.
Wasn't a sure bet, but the meter management was so on point.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Gets a chance with that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The jump in is denied. All right, what's coming up next? Box him with a target combo. Throws him to negate the block. Knockdown. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that. Oh no, they're stunned. Each hit is so important here. KO. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? From low heavy to the next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Player hits him with a stopping bomb. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Steals back a chance. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. There's nowhere to run. Charges in to get hands on them for the interdiction. Knockout and... What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
top player is here.
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Blocks the jump in. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. Beats them and goes in for the gets them. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Decides to buff up while they can. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Genius read! Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Gets the throw and continues on, brushes that off and keeps going. Super Hearts on deck for both fighters. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. There's nowhere to run. Charges in to get hands on them for the interdiction. They're thinking of scoring big off this kick. Springs forward with a drive rush. Jumps. Gotta be careful. Drive rush to keep it going. Fools them and locks them in embrace. Player 1 goes to the air. Experiencing burnout. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh, forward rush. Player 1 this is gonna hurt. This can lead to some big damage. Sets up with the jump in. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Stone cold embrace. Closes it out. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Gotta do this. Come on.
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Well-timed command throw there. Low heavy. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Timely side switch there with KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Flashes him. Grabs him. Gets the knockdown, and now creates an opening with a low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Still slugging it out at this range. Jumps. Player 1 holding on to that. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Here's to a fair.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Oh, whiffs the grab. There's a corner switch. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The jump in is denied. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Taking stock. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Going in, opts for the air-to-air encounter. Player 2 will look to apply the KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps in. Gets the jump in. Burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Both fighters planning something. Jumps up, throwing some shade. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their tomahawk buster. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Are we going to see a comeback here? It's the interdiction. They've been waiting for this. This could change everything. In attack range. A jump flatline zone. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. lays on the pressure with the projectile. Is the fireball part of the corner game? That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? Not shy with the grab. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
The attack is parried. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. Going in, Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Still hugs nothing but air. Baits out the low kick. Super clutch. What a finish! Well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Gets the jump in. Neither of them willing to back off here. They gotta take advantage of this drive differential. Taking stock. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Side switch in the corner. Burnout on Thunder is driving back to close the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? The jump in catches them. Reglide experiencing burnout. Jumps in. Throwing some shade. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. A quick breather. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Both fighters planning something? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Big opportunity now in this corner. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Oh my god, they just choked it up! What a sick counter! It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with a projectile. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. The drive parry was successful. What are they thinking here? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Neither of them willing to back off here. Not shy with the grab. Life Eagle experiencing burnout. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 2 will look to apply pressure in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Superb reactions on display. Goes to the overdrive. Player 2 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. There's nowhere to run. Charges in to get hands on them for the interdiction. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the piston lead to some big damage. Player 2 needs to hold up, drives and back misses. Here comes the corner pressure. This is a critical moment. Burnout dissipates.
Crowns them from above. Flatlines them.
Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.